Let's crown a winner here now. The first thing that we did was give it a very simple task. We told him, hey, look at this, summarize it, and then write a one-pager on Notion for me, and then give me the Notion list. From this, it should be able to do a lot of simple things. Read, summarize, use the skill file that I made for Notion, and then use the API for Notion, and then create a Notion page, and then just send it back. 6 simple type beat things. I sent this at 6:13 p.m. Unlike Claude or even Codex, this should take a minute maximum, but for a long time, nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. I had to abort both of them, turn on verbose for both of them, and then tell them to do it all again. And then finally, Medir, who's running Minimax 2.7, he won. And in the end, Andre didn't even do it. He just, for some reason, couldn't do it, which is very interesting to me because clearly it can do stuff. It can do API calls, as we just learned. It can summarize and learn and do web-based stuff, but for some reason, it just failed this test. I'm not sure why. And then second test that we did was to create a Python dashboard for local performance of the Mac Mini that they're running on. This is important if you're running like local models and you have a screen up there and you can see the CPU usage and blah, blah, blah. And you can see here the thought process behind it and what they were doing. But then we had a very interesting result here. Andre completed his task first, but did it incorrectly. And then Medir, for some reason, he did use a sub-agent, but he completed it second and then still did it incorrectly. Both of their websites weren't accessible from me, even though I said local host that I want to look at. They both did them incorrectly. And then when they both fixed it, Andre's was the only one that worked. It actually showed the information. And Medir, for some reasons, didn't work. There was no information on there, but it also made one for Andre as well. I think the CEO soul file that it had did it for his coworker as well for some reason, even though I didn't tell him to do that. And it's so funny because you can see that Andre was yelling at Medir. This is GLM 5.1 was yelling at Minimax 2.7. Leave me alone. He said, get off of me. Why are you in my machine? I already did it. He was talking about bugger off, dude. And Andre won this task. And then the third task that we wanted to do was set up a cron job. Every hour check if Bitcoin is below 60K. If it is, let me know. If it's not, then don't worry about it. They both did it in their own ways using their own tools. It was cool to see one use this and one do this first and stuff like that. But Andre definitely finished first. He finished about a whole minute earlier. And then his task was also done and tested in a way that it should have been in production, which is there was no necessary message to be sent, like we said. And when Medir tested his, he had an output. He had this be sent, but it shouldn't be there. It shouldn't have sent that. I'd said to test the cron, and Andre tested it, and the successful test is that no message is sent, like he said, but Medir made him do it because Medir has like a problem now for some reason, like an over-controlling problem. And then Andre was like, bro, there's no alert needed. Why are we doing this?